Hello and welcome to the Dasa Show. On today's show, I'm going to talk about two Harry Potter figures. About three, I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago, and they brought out Harry Potter figures, well, Harry Potter doll figures, and they look like them. Now, this is one of them. Now, you see here, right? Now, that looks like Harry Potter, right? That looks okay. But the thing is, they had a whole selection of all different figures, action figures, right? Then you had COVID. And then after that, not many in the aisle with the figures and action figures and that. I think just, last year before, they brought out these. See this? That's supposed to be Harry Potter. Now, I bought this in the reject shop. It was $5. Now, the reason why I got this is I wanted to talk about how the action figures and figures that are in the shops over the past couple of years some of them look like knockoffs, as though not much care has been taken into account, as though they haven't put a lot of care into them. Now, you see there, now as I said, you see this one, right? And you see this. Now when these came out, you know, I think it was people collecting them, right? There was Ron and all the different ones, right? Then a couple of years after, they bring these ones look like these, and they look like little babies. Now the thing is, they shouldn't look like this. They shouldn't look like this at all. And it is absolutely ridiculous, because even some of the Transformer figures, they don't look good. The quality, to me, the quality of them look a bit poor. Now, I will do a video showing in some of the stores how much they have of action figures, and they don't have much at all. And yet you see in America, you go into the stores in America, and they've got wall to wall. And yet the stores in Australia, no. Now, all Harry Potter figures are supposed to look like that. They're not supposed to look like this. Now, it even goes with the, you got the turtle figures, as I said, the Transformer figures. A few years ago, the Transformers figures looked really, really good. Really good. Good quality. But some of them now don't look good quality. And as I said, I'll do a video of showing you all how much they have in the toy part with the action figures, because they don't have much at all. And I find it very unfair as a collector that they only have that little bit, and they've also got ones that look like knockoffs. The quality isn't good at all. And no, probably someone will say, oh, you know, well, collect and blah blah blah. It's probably get a troll or something leaving a comment. which, you know, it's very likely it's probably a troll or something, but I don't care less about the trolls. They're absolutely nothing. But I think when you're collecting different things, even if it's a collector that just collects all the different turtles, you want quality, good quality for the price. Even though in Australia, most of the action figures and that are a little bit pricey. But you want good quality. You don't want to collect a figure or action figure and then you come home and you check it and you think, the quality doesn't look good. And this is why with Transformer figures, you want good quality. You don't want poor quality. And as I said, I do a video showing the small amount of action figures and that they have in the stores. And show you that how poor some of the Transformer figures are. The quality. You know, I don't know why they're sending stuff like that to Australia, that some of it is poor quality. You want good quality, you know. There's collectors in Australia that collect all different things, whether it's, you know, Star Wars figures, turtles, anything like that, even Harry Potter figures. But you don't want to end up having ones that look like that. That is poor quality. And, you know, it's very, very poor quality. What, like that? And probably about 2 or 3 years beforehand, they came out like that. I mean, come on. They used to have really good figures, and yet they don't anymore. And as I said, with collectors, you know, a few years ago, you used to see a lot of, you know, there'd be people going into the stores collecting all different figures and that. And there was a big selection. But nowadays, there's not. And the thing is, you want good quality. Quality of the figures and action figures. You don't want poor quality, because I can tell you now, one of the figures that I think I've mentioned about this on the other show. It was a stormtrooper, and it was a bit scuffed up and dirty. And when I opened up to do a review on the figure, the quality of it was poor. It was absolutely poor. And where the arms are supposed to bend and the legs are supposed to bend, the joints, you had to be careful, because you couldn't just I'll just move the arm. You couldn't just put them in, you know, different positions or that, because it might snap. The joints of the arms and the legs was very poor, and it wouldn't stand up. And this is the thing, you want good quality. Now I'm going to mention about something about with food and that, although this hasn't got, that food's got, that's got nothing to do with this particular video. But itchy foot. But when you go in the supermarket, right, this doesn't have anything to do with, yeah, but I'm just an example. when you go in to buy a product in a supermarket, you want good quality. You don't want poor quality of that product. And this is why it's the same with figures, because seriously, when you look at that, his head's the right shape, right? Right? See that? Right? But then when you look at this one, his head is too big for the body. Seriously. His head's, look, his head's too big. Like, look. He's like half the size, and his head's a bit, to me, it looks like his head's too big for the body. Now, seriously, you want good quality. You don't want, you pay out money for a product, whether it, action figure or figure or even something in the supermarket, which doesn't sort of have, supermarket doesn't have anything to do with this video, but I'm just giving an example. You want good quality of a product, not something that's going to be poor. And as I said with that Stormtrooper, which I think I'll go here somewhere, it's very poor quality. I had to be careful when I was doing a review on the figure. The articulation, I had to try to move the check the articulation in the legs, the arms, and I had to be careful because it would have snapped the arm off, snapped the leg off, and that'd be that. You want good quality. And this is why I think there's some of the things that have been sent here are poor quality. Now, as I said, I'll do a video and show the small amount that they have in this country. I mean, they're going to send all different things, like action figures, even figures of Harry Potter. Send them like, this or other ones, as you can see here, just there, right, like that, and other ones like you've got Aquaman. Now, over the years, like I know we've all done reviews on action figures and figures, and over the years, the quality of them are being really good. But then, over time, the quality is getting a bit poor. You want to get your money's worth, not pay for something like an action figure or a figure, or even something in the supermarket, which doesn't have anything to do with video, but I'm just giving an example. You want good quality. You want to be able to pay for something that's worth the price and is good quality, because if it doesn't have, if it's not good quality, it's not worth the price. And this is why I thought, when I bought that Stormtrooper, I thought, oh yeah, that looks a good figure. But then when I opened it up and took it out of the packet, I noticed it was very poor, very, very, very poor quality. The figure was poor. Now, of course, some the figures in Zing and that look really good quality, but this is to the ones that bring the here. make sure they're good quality when you bring them here, because it's not good when you bring them and they're not good quality. People want to be able to pay for good quality products. So, as you can see, his head's too big for his body, right? And they should look like that. See? But as I said, like even when with the Star Wars Black Series, you want good quality in those figures, and quite a fair few of them, perfect, no problem. Although one of them, which I mentioned before, is this one. The one from the movie before Han Solo got before he got the Millennium Falcon. This figure won't stand up. He's got something wrong with the way it's made. He can't stand up because his shoes don't stand. He can't stand up because it's something wrong with the way it's made. The shoes aren't made properly. Right. So that was about that. This the show was about quality, good quality. You want to pay money for good quality products, not poor products. Now, as I said, I do a video showing the small amount of all the different action figures, because how there's not many, and Australia needs more in the stores, so that collectors can go in and buy them. But the one thing that, and I wish the government would do something about this, the price. The government has to do something about the price, because it's not good when you go and you're paying a little bit more money for a product, an action figure or figure or that, and you're paying more money, and then you get it home and you go to do a review on it, and the quality is just good, not very good. So anyway, I just thought I talk about that on the show today. I just think that it would be a good idea if the stores had more of all the action figures and figures, because that way you give collectors a chance to go in and collect them, have a look and see whether if they haven't got ones, if there's ones there they haven't got, then they can collect them, and then be right then. But a good quality. I mean, this figure, as I said, with the shoes, that's the only fault with the shoes. The rest of the figure, perfect, no problem. Articulation's really good, and detail on the clothes is good, fine, no, nothing wrong with the rest of the figure. The only thing that is wrong with this figure is the shoes. He doesn't stand up. You go to stand him up and he falls over. That's the only thing. So, and one other thing before I go. The Star Wars Black Series figures the reject shop used to have them. They don't anymore. So it would be nice if the reject shop had them in there, the Star Wars Black Series figures in there. Anyway, this is Dasa signing off. So there might be a live stream later on tonight. Streaming a new game. At the moment, I'm not sure. It might be another Lego game, or different game. I don't know at the moment. So anyway, this is Dasa signing off. Take care, everybody, and bye now.